Hello and welcome to the fascinating world of ES Equilibrium State. My name is Dirk Beckmann, and today I would like to invite you to take a glimpse into the magical world of natural walking, aka the 4-foot step. Well, if you have been following me around and you know this channel, then you probably know that most of the content is in German language, but there are also some videos in English language or with English subtitles. So in case you don't know them, check the video description below. There's a link to the English or international section, and you will see more videos that are in English and understandable for you. I've been touring Germany for quite a while and talking about the natural way of walking, or what I call the 4-foot step. And I'm actually teaching this method for about, let's say, 10 years now. And I even published a little tiny workbook about it, which is called A Simple Guide to the 4-Foot Step. And we will get to this one at the end of this session. And there have been a lot of requests from friends abroad if there's a possibility to do this thing in English. And I haven't had the chance yet to give an English presentation of this topic, but I think it's very interesting, so I will give you the short presentation here on this laptop with the presentation on your screen, and you will know a lot more about the 4-foot step or the natural way of walking when you finish this. So I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, there's another thing coming. It's a video course that will be hosted in German first, and if there are more than 500 likes to this video, I will do an English video training course as well. So if you're interested, just hit the like button. Doesn't matter if you watch the video or not, but like it, and there will be a video course in English as well. So without further ado, let's jump right into the presentation. It's called the natural walking, a logical approach. Why is it called a logical approach? Well, I'm not trying to get at you as the guru who has all the knowledge and all the wisdom of the world, and my word counts, and whatever you've learned before doesn't matter. So that's not my way of approaching things. I'm trying to give you my view on this world and my view on this topic. And if you like it, then you can adjust your ways of thinking. And if you don't like it, then you can stick to your ways of thinking. That doesn't matter to me. It's just an option that I'm trying to give you. And without any hard feelings if you don't adopt the 4-foot step pattern. But just try to look at it from a logical way of thinking or point of view. And you will see there's a lot to it, and perhaps you will get to the opinion that walking in a different pattern might be very clever to do. Okay, who am I? As I said before, my name is Dirk Beckmann. I studied, or I have a diploma in information economics. My mom would say, well, my son did something from the real world back then. But today I'm actually not working in this field anymore. Today I'm a fascial therapist, so this means I'm working on the myofascial tissue of my clients, and I'm helping them to balance their body in the gravity field way better than before, and help them to move more fluently. And by doing this, I'm getting rid of a lot of issues and sometimes pain that's caused by this dysfunctional body. I'm also a hypno coach, which is today shown in the ES Mind section of my method. I'm also an author of 2 books. One of those books I've showed to you already. It's called The Simple Guide to the 4-Foot Step. Of course, there's a German version to this book, which is called Einfach Ballengang. And there's another book, it's called Die Zickzacklinie, which is the zigzag line in English. There's no English translation yet, but we'll see in the future. And this book talks about how to align yourself in gravity, and how to move when you lift up things, and even if you squat and all those things. Very interesting book as well. Apart from that, I'm a blogger. Unfortunately, most of the blogging content in German. And a YouTuber, as you can see right now. with some English content, and of course Facebooker and everything, which all of those things we have to do nowadays to get the message across. Well, I think this should be it. Only my wife, my children, and my tax accountant knows more about me. So this should be it. Let's jump right into the topic. This is the agenda. We will start in this video with the fourfold step and calling it a logical thing and explaining you why it's logical. In the next video, we'll talk about the advantages for your health. So what are the benefits when you do the fourfold step pattern instead of walking heel strike? And the third part is going to be about the shoes. So it's got to be the shoes, of course. How to protect your feet, because actually shoes are a big thing that can cause a lot of trouble and a lot of issues with your body. So we have to feature this one as well. So first topic, the fourfold step, a logical thing. So whenever you've learned about correct walking or natural walking or something like this and informed yourself, then you've probably heard the myth about the rolling foot. So you learn that you have to roll your foot from your heel to the ball of your foot, from the outside to the big toe, and that's considered to be correct walking most of the times. And well, I'm here to tell you that this is not true, because it works in a different way. And we will look at this topic, like the rolling foot, from, let's say, an alien perspective, like from the outside in, and trying to be very objective with this. So let's start. This is a ball or a sphere, as you can see. And this object, if we would place it on the table here or on the laptop, and we will pinch it or push it like this, then this object would roll. Well, of course, I mean, that's not a big thing, it's very natural, and you've seen it a lot of times. This is because this object is convex. If you don't remember those convex concave things correctly anymore, there's a very nice saying which can be translated to English quite literally, and it says, does the girl behave, the belly stays concave. Does the girl have sex, the belly's gonna be convex. So convex is the round version of it. And you can see convex objects roll, apart from pregnant women, of course. But like balls and spheres and all those things, they roll. It's a convex object, no big thing. Okay, so let's look at the opposite. This soup bowl, which is flipped upside down, is considered to be concave. Okay, if you put this one on the table and you push it and pinch it, then it doesn't roll. Okay, you need a considerable earthquake or something so that it moves at all. Okay, concave objects don't roll, they simply don't. But here's the problem with it. If you take a look at your foot, then you see we have an arch, okay? And this is formed like this, okay? And your arch makes your foot a concave object. So we learned before that concave objects actually don't roll. So why should your foot roll? Well, a lot of experts then say, well, Mr. Beckman, of course the heel, it's kind of round, so the heel should roll, and blah, 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 blah. And that's the point, okay, but for me it's the question, so what's the function of the arch of your foot then? Is the function to be rolled out flat or something? I don't know, but there are a lot of smart people who dig their minds into this topic, and one of them, you probably know him, is this guy, is the evolution biologist Professor Daniel Lieberman. I think he's working at the Harvard Medical School in the US of A. And he did a nice survey. He had two groups of runners. One group was, the average runner you can see outside running around in his Nikes, Asics, whatever, with the air cushion at the heel and everything like that. And those runners actually, they run with the heel first, so they do the heel strike thing in general. And the other group he took was more or less native barefoot runners. And so he took a lot of people from East Africa, Kenya, and all those, let's say, top performing runners. And you can actually see them running, even in sports shoes, with the front of the foot first. So they do a front strike, as it's called in running. And why is that so? I mean, if you're in, let's say, Kenya, then you run, or your reasons to run are totally different than the reasons you have in, let's say, Europe. Because over here you do it for health reasons. That's not the same thing in Kenya. They do it for money reasons, because being a runner is a considerable job. You can earn money. If you're rich in Kenya, then you probably won't run because you have a lot of money, so you probably will tell your servants to get you your drinks and you will drive everywhere by car. And being a little bit obese is even considered to be, well, a status thing. So who's running? More or less people who are poor, who try to make their living by running, and when they start running, they don't have running shoes. They can't go to Runners Point or something and buy their shoes. So they most of the time start running barefoot. And if you start running barefoot, and we will get to this later, you will run with your front of the foot first. So he took these both groups, and he had them run on a treadmill, and he came to a very, very interesting conclusion, because he had both teams running barefoot. Even the runners were like used to wearing shoes. And this is what he found. On the left side, you can see a curve for the heel strike, on the right side for the forefoot strike. And if you take a look, you see that on the left side, there's this little round circle, and with a quite high peak. And this peak is the first initial impact, like the first second when the foot touches the ground. And with the heel strike, this impact is quite high, and it says like 1.81 times the body weight, so almost double the body weight comes in as the first impact when you run with the heel strike. If you take a look on the right side, you see that this circle, so the initial impact, is much lower. There's no peak, and it says 0.34 times the body weight. So it's not even half the body weight that comes in. And you could say that running with your forefoot is considered to be much softer with less impact for your body. And why is that so? I mean, you can see that on the forefoot strike picture, the foot touches the ground with the pinky toe side of the ball first,